Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now, I've come back on here today and hopefully I've got this sorted out with my camera. I want to show you what I've done so far to the new fairy house. Okay, now, I'm sorry this is a bit late. Just going to do something here. Sorry about that, I just had to fix that up there. And of course I'll have to have the usual mouthful of water because it took me ages to adjust this camera, so I hope that it's right. And I've got the fairy house here. Now, it's not hard to do this. I suppose neither really was the first one, except I got too excited and put it all together too quick before I realised that it wasn't going to be able to work in the way that I had envisioned it would. Now I'm still trying to decide whether this piece of board here is big enough for the garden. It could be. It could be. So anyway, this is my fairy house. Now, I know I should be showing you how I put it together, but to be honest with you, this was just a lot of trial and error, so I'll show you a few basic things which are quite easy. Now I started out with a box that my clock come in. There you go, so that's what that is under there. Now you can see I've left bits and pieces because I wanted to show you, what I've been doing to it. I needed to do as much as I could so I could still show you the other bits and pieces of it. Now I got the box and I cut it, so I cut this piece here because I wanted this, so I cut up along there because I wanted that piece there to be wider. Just too small just having that little bit because of the things that I wanted to put in it. My windows are still going to be larger than what they are, but I'm going to leave that until, oh dear, excuse me, until I discover what I'm going to put in there, and where it's going to fit, because that's an issue I also had with the other one. I cut the holes in the windows and, they just weren't appropriate in the right place. Now, when I did this piece here, what stuck out to the side, I found that I needed to put a piece in there. I needed to somehow construct this bit here so it would have the roof on it and be closed, so which made me this nice little alcove thing up in there. The fairy's got that little piece, and I've also actually started with putting the other attic part, attic, that word doesn't sound right, on there as well. So, and this is just a piece of cardboard. It isn't hard to do the way that I did it, because all I did was use the sticky tape. I used lots of sticky tape. And I surely have brought it with me because I need to show you, because I've had that out there in my lounge room part of the house where I've been working on this. What did I do with the sticky tape? Never mind, I hope to have some handy, otherwise I will cry. Oh dear, never mind. Now, I've also been a really good old fairy. I sat there and I taped, I'm glued on all these little pieces of paper. Now, I didn't know what to use because when I used the leaves, I didn't like the leaves. I thought, oh no, that wasn't good. If I could anything heavy, it wouldn't have worked because of the weight, and you don't want it too overbearing, overpowering. Now you got to leave me with the. I cut each one out separate, and I stuck every one of them on separate. So it was a very busy old fairy. You must see that they're not exactly straight, but that doesn't matter because it's just it adds to the effect of the thing. I'll stop waving it around here for a minute while I find the paper that I used. I bought this at our local reject shop. It cost me $2. Isn't that awesome? $2 I paid for this. And I actually went back and got another packet because I was just so wrapped in what I was doing. I just couldn't help myself because I intend to put this all inside and out of the fairy house because it's going to make it look natural, because it's already Before I had to put tissue paper on, I was putting paint on. I didn't like the way it was turning out. This, I've only just covered it with this paper, and look what I've got. I've got a nice, this handmade paper, I've got a nice texture, and this one here that I'm going to use on the inside of the walls. Doesn't you think that looks awesome? Now, this paper is not expensive, so if anybody's got a reject shop or anywhere, they can go to get handmade paper, or you can do it yourself. You know, you want to make it yourself, well, that's good. You know, I just picked out a few colours that I thought would look good together, and I just, like, sat them alongside one another and just kept on working until I think I ran out of that creamy colour one, because it was really nice, and I used a fair bit on the back of that, but for $2 and you've got this covered. So far my fairy house has cost me $2 because I've got it in the clock box. Okay, that's not the issue, but it's still a good thing though. You're not putting out a lot of money for the things, but that's all right. There'll be other things that might pay a little bit for it along the way, but we'll see how we go. But I think that turned out really well, and I'm hoping that everybody can appreciate my construction of this, you know, because I thought it turned out really good. My husband said something to me about it. I said to him, don't you think I'd make a good architect? I did. It took me ages to figure out what to do, but you know what? It was just a matter of time before I handled it quite well, I thought, and I've got to find my sticky tape because I'm not going to be very happy if I can't. Am I? I might be down the bottom of this box, I think. Why didn't I bring that in here with me? Oh, not again, Sonia. You've done this again. I'm going to put these things in a trolley, and when I want to go out there, I'm going to wheel them out there, and then when I want to come back, I can just wheel the thing back in here, okay? And that way I'm going to have it all under my control, because now I haven't got it in here. It doesn't make me a very happy duck, I tell you. But anyway, so I've been out, been collecting up bits and pieces that I needed to do this fairy house. So there's some things though I don't really want to show you till it's finished. Like, I don't want to show you the whole process until Elaine gets it, but I'll show you how to make it. You know, I'll show you how to go about making it, but I won't. Now this is an ornament sort of thingy, okay? Now I'm not even keeping an eye on the time, and I should be. So it just falls apart like this. How's that? That's cool, eh? It falls apart, or I give it a bit of a yank. And that's going to look really cool, I think, around the edge of the front of the house, just to finish that off there. So like so. So that's the sort of thing I'm going to be using to do that with. And I intend to put lots of flowers, leaves and so forth all over it. But anyway, I'll just show you the basic way to get that bit done that I did. To put it together without your sticky tape. Oh, Sonia, come on. Let's have a roll in here somewhere. I did have a whole heap of reels of it that I bought, but I needed something that I can cut it off so it won't. This is me not prepared, isn't it? That's not good. But you know how that gets. I thought I bought everything in here. I could have sworn I had that thing as tape. Obviously I don't have it. How am I supposed to do this without my things I need? I just don't understand why I wouldn't have brought that with me. I'll stop grizzling and get on with it, Sonia. Now let me see. Anyway. Oh, geez, Sonia, well, in the sticky tape box, that's probably where you'll find some, okay? Gee. Alright, I need to cut it off with something, but I haven't got it. Never mind, I'll use me hands. Now, let me see. Now, what you need to do, okay, now you can make your fairy house whichever way you want to. That's up to you. But I'm just going to show you the easiest way that I find of putting it together. For a start, you need to have cardboard that is solid, not that real thick cardboard out of a box, too thick, and not the cardboard like your paper. I don't think that's solid enough. Maybe you could use this fancy stuff, you know, that you have to pay for, or you can go and get a box, and I had my clock in, and I'm just going to use this, see? And this is what I'm going to use to make a fairy house, I decided, okay? Now, when I was doing it, I had, like I said, to put pieces together. So instead of panicking or doing anything scary, you know, getting upset, butt the pieces together like that, okay? Just butt them together. Don't worry about overlapping. Don't overlap, because that means you have to bend your cardboard. It won't work that good. It won't look that tidy. I can't get this undone. It's destroying my life with the sticky tape issues. Okay, I can't bite it off either. So all I did was to make mine, if I needed a piece in there, say, for example, if I made a hole or I wanted to fill up a bit, all I did was stick it on like so, okay? So that's all you have to do when making this fairy house, because you're going to be covering it then with an outside cover and an inside cover, and that is not going to go anywhere. So when I got to the stage where I had this corner here and down here, I've just cut that out to fit in that hole, and I just taped it in there, okay? Now I hope you can understand what I'm saying, because if you can't, when I finish making this, I will do another one and show you how. But all this part here is overlapped, I must say. I did that, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. I only overlapped it a little way. This part here was an extra piece that I stuck in using sticky tape, just exactly the same way as I did this. So if you need a piece going up like that, you just put your sticky tape around the end of it and make your house whichever shape you want to. You don't have, like, I wanted mine to be something like, you know, not just square or whatever. It doesn't matter what you want to make. It's everybody's. I've stuck these paddle pop sticks on there and can't get them off, so I'll just cut that off there. Don't really want to get them off. It's just something I was trying out. But if you want to make a piece now going this way, well, you just stick it on there like that. It's really, really easy, okay? And you can put it on the inside and outside. Make sure you line your bits up. But if it all, you know, doesn't match afterwards, you want that one to stand up. What I don't realise when I'm doing these things is that I have to show people right from the beginning too, because if you've never ever tried this sort of thing before, it does take a little bit of time to get the hang of constructing something. You know, you can't just... So there you go. So that'll be a piece that I've got sitting up if I want to fill up a hole or a wall, and that's how I put them other pieces in. And then I just cut it to the shape that I wanted it to be. Like so, if I wanted it to be an angle like that, okay? And then if you want to put something on there, well, you wouldn't put this bit because it's cut off, but you would sit it like on that way and just sticky tape it on. So that's how I constructed this piece of work. All right, now when I did the windows, I've only cut them small because I didn't want to make a big hole yet till I find out what sort of things I'm going to use on the inside. To this one here, I'm only going to leave it that size because that's in the attic, okay? Attic. And then I just cut the windows out first, and then when you've done that and you cover it over, then you can come into from this side and you can cut it out in there, like I will do over here. I'll probably show you that in the next video, where I'm going to take that out because I really want to see what size I want that to be. I've stuck a piece of the actual packaging that was in the clock box in there too, to make a little area, and I need to make that bigger because I'm not happy with that. It is not quite big enough, so I'm going to bring that out in a different manner somehow, okay? But that's going to be that's the workings of so far for the fairy house. I'll probably come back on here and hopefully in the week, like in the next few days, and show you what else I'm going to do to it. I'm just going to check this here because I want to see that I'm up to 14 minutes, so I can still show you about making some of the bits and pieces that I'm putting inside of it. What can we do then today? Let me see. I have done a few things. I showed you the bird nest, and it's pretty easy to do. I didn't actually show you how to make him though, I don't think, did I? Where's those little things? I've got little things up to wazoo here, trying to collect it all up, put it into one place, but then I managed to lose it all before I got in here. I had to get hubby to help me track it all in here because I had a lot out in the lounge room. Oh, here you are. Come here to me. Now, this part here I've actually made to be my bird house, okay? Is it bird house? Bird bath? Bird bath. I actually give the bird somewhere to sit on the edge, but I'm sure he could have sat somewhere else. Now, I was going to have this as her bathroom accessory because I've seen it on something, but I changed my mind. I'm going to need to cut this back here too. I want something that's old, and now I've put it on there with these 6000, so it shouldn't come off, okay? I'm planning to paint that up because that's a cotton reel, I glued on a shell, and I put this little piece of timber there. This is my bird nest that I've just made, and you can make one of those if you want to. I've got a little bucket. Now I've got this little, because I think that reusing things is good as far as fixing them to your way of liking. I made this little bucket by using an old wooden, like a little wooden one that I had, and I just covered it with string, but we can do a string one shortly. I made a mirror. Don't know what I'm going to do with that yet, by using the mirror and using these backs of what are they called, bead caps, and I flattened them out and I just cut them and I stuck them around the mirror edge like that. I have still got to put more on there, and I have made the tiniest little bead bottles, which I am still not finished because I want to do more. So all I did with that was put the little bead, the gold bead cap, and another little bead, and I just stuck them on with glue, and I just did a bead and I just pushed the other bead inside it to do that one, and this one here I just put the bead and the little shiny one on the top. Now that's what I'm going to do for the start of that. I have got more bits here that I've been doing. Let me see, what have we got that I can show today how to make? Because I don't know, I think I'm going to do a ladder. I definitely know I want to do a ladder. So maybe we could do a ladder. And I do want to put things in there that look like we've been out in the bush, because you might look at this and think, well, this is very modern. No, not modern, but not really. By the time I put some vines and things over it, it'll be, more outdoorsy looking, if you know what I mean. Now I want to make a ladder because I needed to get up to the top of that thing there, don't I, to get into her room. So I need some of these sticks. Here's my sharp scissors, good. Now a ladder's going to be pretty easy. You can do it out of toothpicks or pieces of vine from your garden, whatever you like. I was lucky enough yesterday to purchase these little blokes. I got these little blokes here for $1. I bought 4 of them for $1 because I bought a kids set too of kids playing things, like for games of some sort, from a garage sale, and I'm going to turn these into things that look like they belong out there. I've got my head down in there, and I'm sorry about this. I'm just fishing this box while I get up higher. It might be better. I was going to put a light in that room, okay, but that's something that I'm not looking at doing now, okay. But I've been picking up these little bits and pieces. Now, if people can't get hold of these, I know that my daughter kept her things when she was little, because she didn't want to get rid of them. But see these little bits? I'm going to use those. They're not hers, because I think people got hers. Some people don't want to keep their things, so I was lucky enough to be able to find those. But I want to make them to look like they belong in this garden. So I've got 4 of these little pots. I won't be using 4 pots. I'm only going to be using 1 pot. Okay. Now, I'll show you what I'm showing you what I'm playing with anyway, so you can see all these good things that I found. Now, I've got this little lamp. It's like made out of some sort of clay stuff, but I think I'm going to just use that as to look at, because I don't really want to use him because he's not mine, but I am going to use this. Now, I am going to use this shower because I really love that. I really do, and I'm going to have to make it look more fairy-like somehow, but I love that. Hey, isn't that good? I made one, but I didn't like mine. This is really good. I was lucky to get that. I bought this great big box full of all these tiny little things. This was actually bought separate, but I'm going to put one of these in the garden. Maybe the little jug. I think it'll look really cool. I'm going to have to paint that though, because I'm not real keen on that. The others I'll be able to use in something else. I made a broom. I made the broom. Easy to make the broom. I've got this little shaker, and that's quite easy to make one of them with a bead anyway, and I'm going to cover that and use that. And there's some little shoes, and there's my mushroom, and well, there's the broom. I should show you how to make the broom, shouldn't I? I've just got so many bits and pieces I'm working on at the same time. I've got myself a bit confused here, haven't I? Don't know where I'm up to. I was going to make a ladder a minute ago, now I'm going to make a broom. Wait a minute. Because I don't know whether I want to make the ladder with these. I think I do. Okay. That's going to take a while, so I won't be able to put that on this video. Right, this is probably a video of what we've done so far, a bit of, you know, show and tell, hey? Now this, I can fix that by changing the colour, I think. Maybe, I don't know. But I need a, now you don't know where you're going to find these good bits that you can use, because I found, now here's me again digging in here, look at this. Now I found this was in the kids' toy things, right? And it is a seat, I think. Maybe a seat. Okay. But what I thought, well, I can use the pattern for that to make the same sort of thing, if I want to. I like this effect of it, so I love that idea. So I'll be able to put that onto a piece of cardboard, maybe not that thick, and just turn it into what I want it to be. That's not going to fit on there. But I think there's something here that doubles over, so I won't need the doubling over bit, will we? Okay, so I need that base, that bit. Wait a minute. What have we done here? Actually, that would look really awesome as a seat, wouldn't it? Look at that. Really awesome as a seat. I need a longer piece of paper for it. Oh, that sounds like fun. Where's the... Now, see, this is how I work. You've got to find it as you go. What have we got here? You've got to come up with the ideas as you're going along, because that's how things are. It is for me and about other people, but I like to... I could make it in a purple or a grey. I don't know. I really wanted to make some fabric ones to put in there. But I can probably, no I can't, it's not stiff enough. I can't use that as a background. That one's too stiff. I'll have to get the right sort of cardboard before I come back and show you all this flapping around. Hope you're not upset about this flapping around. See this here, what I'm going to put inside? Look at that, that's paper. And in different places on the house we can have that on the inside walls, can't we? Won't that look awesome? Okay, so that's what I'm planning on doing with that. But I really, really want to make one of these, okay? So, I will do it with card, and then I might cover it with fabric. I think I can eliminate one of these bits. I don't know where too high. No, because it won't fit in the house if it's too high. Okay, so just there, so I'll take that piece there out. I'll cut that out. That help, or will we all start crying? It's going to muck it up. The reason that I really like this is because of the curly bit on the top. Okay, that's really why I like this. Plus it's going to be really solid. It's like a little chair. Or it can even go to be the bed too. You could even use it as the bed, because look, you got a you see this? Yep, you got that piece there that you can turn up there, and you can use that for the bed. So if I trace around this, that's not a pencil. This is a pencil. Trace around my paper. All I've got to do then is work out. And moved away. Okay. This is shape I'm looking for. And that's where you get, that's where I get ideas from. All sorts of things out there in the world. And this little, oh dear, you make that very good, Sonya. And that bit goes along there. So, let's have a look at this thing again. 25, oh dear, okay. So I'm going to cut this out, and I'm going to come back in a minute and show you how it turned out, okay? I won't be long. Bye.